Jeremy Thurn.
And JJ Thurn. But answering anything, I've been called a lot of stuff.
We won't go there.
Yeah.
But welcome. We're here in Florida.
Jacksonville, Florida.
And we got some cool stuff coming for you guys. We're going to talk about some fishing, some of the new news, stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's been raining several days now.
They have pretty good heavy rains, Tuesday?
Had it today, too. And I tell you, when it's a rainy day and you can't go fishing, do what I did. Change the oil in the boat, the filters, check all your stuff on that. But you know what I forgot to do is the bilge pump. Remind me that, or the live well pump.
Right, yeah, gotta get that.
We're having some issues with that.
Scroll away.
So, let's talk about Saturday. Saturday was our first kingfish trip of the year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, official kingfish trip. So what happened?
Well, not a lot went right. I don't know if you guys have ever had a rough first trip of the year. It was
I always forget something. This time we forgot about everything that I think.
How's it going, Caleb? Jose, good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Jose, I wanted to ask you, Jose, I don't know if you deep drop, but send me back a message if you do. I want the Tanacon 1000. Some friends fished on that. I was just going to ask you some questions if you ever did the deep drop. You're down from that way, so anyhow.
Coralhead says good morning.
How's it going? Sorry, I thought I read Caleb. I'm long.
Okay, and then Romeo says, hey from Tampa, Florida.
Hey Romeo, how's the fishing down there in Tampa? I know they've been getting a lot of rain down there. I think the last couple of weeks.
I think all of Florida's been getting a lot of rain.
We had two low pressures come across, turned into named storms. So
yeah, interesting thing is I hear the old tales. The old guys would say thunderstorms in the summer bring in kingfish to the beach.
Beat down there, the intercoastal kind of dissipate and brings them in.
I don't know, barometric pressure or
Barometric pressure.
lightning or I don't know.
Yeah, lightning hits you, it'll light your life up. I can tell you that.
Yeah. You ever been out on the boat? We were out on the boat one tournament, and all of a sudden on the radio, the big NOAA guys came on and said, "Hey, storm's coming through, moving fast." I'm like, okay. First year, then they come on and say, "Hey, this storm's coming. It is blowing good. Lower anything you have that might conduct electricity." That's a bad sign to take your fish poles down, take your antennas down, all that stuff.
Take your butt down to the alley.
Yes, get on the lowest deck. I'm like, well, I only got one deck.
That's right.
It's like,
Hide under the boat.
it was
a masking storm, don't go hide.
It was a good storm that came through. It was weird because I had my kite out, my fishing kite, and it was they said it was a long ways away, 20-30 miles. But then all of a sudden it's almost like the Pirates when you see Pirates of the Caribbean. You see the winds change, clouds roll. All of a sudden you feel that breeze, and all of a sudden my kite just overpowering. It was man, a couple minutes, we need to go. And that storm came on you quick.
We got 2300s. We're going to outrun it one way,
Hopefully.
Don't get too big.
Only problem is nowadays, if you're offshore and the storm's coming from the west, then you might be able to run fast enough to not go through as much. But
yeah, sooner or later. But usually they dissipate within about 5 or 6 miles. If they don't, it's nasty when they get out there. Hey,
what we got, kid? I saw a bunch of comments, but I couldn't read them fast enough.
Bo was asking, no ICAST this year?
Yeah, I know, it's pretty crazy, man. I was looking forward to that.
We're real busy this year, though. A lot of stuff going on, especially with the COVID. It's got a lot of stuff on. Are they even for ICAST?
Well, no, it's not going on because of COVID. That's what he's saying.
So there we go. More fishing time.
Romeo is waiting for June 1st for American Red Snapper and Grouper.
Oh, nice.
That's where?
Must be on the
weeks or so, hopefully.
Talked to Cousin Drew. Told us some stories. We'll be there soon. Looking forward to that.
So you've been kind of dodging. Tell them what we forgot Saturday.
A lot of comments. Sorry, hang on. Let me catch up. So Jose said bandit reels, commercial. So
What kind?
bandit.
Okay.
And then I haven't heard from them, but we'll look it up. Lots of rain. Gotcha. Boynton Beach area. Yeah. No live bait, no fish. It's been tough with us. We can't find live bait either.
Yeah, they said that we haven't seen pokies in 2 weeks from down way south. I think from Ponce all the way up to, past Brunswick,
Mm-hmm.
St. Simons and all that, man, nobody's been seeing any bogeys. Who knows where they went?
So Steve wanted us to tell him the fish story. We'll tell him last week's fish story.
About Saturday?
Yeah.
Alright, so tell them the first thing that we forgot.
So we're out there, and we knew bait was gonna be tough to get. That's what all the reports were saying. No big deal. We started digging up bait, and I just looking out the back of him on the boat for hours. But I just look out, and I'm like, oh, we don't have our downriggers.
And you need downriggers when you're king fishing in Jacksonville in the
It's-
summertime or late May.
I mean, like, I can't willingly go out there and not fish with downrigger. I mean, yeah, you can catch fish, but downriggers are just huge.
Yeah, we were trying to come up with ways to just drop the downrigger ball on there, on like a piece of rope, and just trying to come up with something. Then a fish gets, and you gotta pull that downrigger out of
Right.
the hand. But now what else did we forget?
So then we found out that we forgot our lunch. I don't know which is worse.
Fortunately, we keep a little candy bar on there in case we get shipwrecked.
Yeah, we had
Like
one.
that last year, long time either.
One Cliff Bar. Had to steal that from our ditch bag.
That's it. We have plenty of drinks though.
Yeah, it was kind of a debate. Marking them on wrecks. There's none on the beach. No one's finding any. I'm like, dang, maybe we need this Cliff Bar for bait. Throw the Cliff Bar on some hooks and see what we get.
Exactly. We ended up jigging up like 9 cigar minnows, 8 or.
Yeah, we got like 8 or
So-
9. And I'm like, let's just.
And we
fish
had
with
one
this.
left over at the end of the day.
I know, I'm like, oh man, I'm getting hungry. Should we eat the bait or should we keep
Yeah.
throwing?
But you put those live cigars out there, and it didn't take long. They were hitting them right there towards the end, and they kind of slowed down. But that's when they
Yeah.
started getting the jacks and
Mhm.
big jackrabbit and big jack hammerjack.
Yeah.
We caught it a blue runner, about
Mhm.
3 or 4 pounds on a cigar minnow,
We're gonna troll him.
and a bluefish. Got a bluefish on the grunt.
Yeah.
You never know.
So it was a mixed bag, jack, amberjack, bluefish, blue runner.
Mm-hmm. So the weather looks rainy wise, stormy. We probably have to deal with it. But if you go early, generally, if you get back say around 12:01, you'll beat most of the storms. So we're gonna try to do it early and get back early.
Yeah. So currently, what's the word? I mean, are they catching any bait? Have you heard?
No bait. They're catching, and even greenies and cigar minnows have been real scattered on the wrecks, and not a lot of those being caught. But there's a lot of kingfish out there, everybody. So we're going to try artificial if we have to.
Yeah. Yeah, because someone was asking, are there any kings out there? And there actually are.
Mhm.
Not like a few weeks ago, they were killing it. There was bait, there were fish. But now, I mean, there are kings out there. I think part of it not having bait is hard to catch them. I don't think they were thick. So, fishing area, if you don't get any bites, don't stay too long.
Exactly. So what we got?
Have you ever tried marlin fishing or seen one?
We seen a marlin about 3 or 4 years back when we were out there trolling for mahi. And I think it actually slashed one of our mahi.
Yeah. Tell them that one story that you used to tell us as kids when you were down the Keys.
Yeah, so the first year we went down to the Keys, a little 19-foot Mako, and me and my friend Tim, and I think it's just us two, went off for mahi. And as I was reeling one in, I seen a shadow come up behind it and build it. And I was like, what in the world? 10 320 GTI, little tiny level wide reel. So he built it, and I was like, what in the world? And then he spun around, and when he came back the second time, he came right up to it. And I don't know, maybe 400 or 500 pounds on it. So he hit it, and when he took off, literally, probably 15 seconds, I had a new line on my reel. Completely stripped every bit of line I had on it. So that was my big blue marlin experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jose was saying that they're best caught under mahi schools or big live baits.
Right. Yeah, and I think I've seen them out there at the ledge a couple of times. We've been out there slashing on some of those
Yeah. And it's
mahis.
I mean, it's funny, like I've caught several mahi and you see slash marks in them.
Right where they hit them. Yeah.
And you know, mahi, they grow so fast. I mean, I'm talking little mahi with slash marks means it wasn't that long ago
Right.
that, you know, marlin,
Yeah, if he's under 20 inches, he's probably only like a week old or 2 weeks old.
so the one, 35 pounds in a year. So, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they must have grown pretty quick.
a growing machine.
So what else we got there, gang?
Price was saying hey.
Hey, Bryce, how's it going?
The price is right.
And then Steven was saying you better get a spotter plane or borrow a helicopter to head out and spot your bait for you before you get out there. It'll
Yeah.
make time easier. And
Actually, one year we did that. Remember the Kingfish tournament? And we had a friend that had a helicopter that I worked with. You remember that?
No, it might have been before
Okay.
my time.
But anyhow, he went out and he said, man, there's the bait, and there was a thermocline on the beach. And like during the tournament, everybody went north to get away from the thermocline. And my buddy said, man, there's a ton of bogeys down there.
Mhm.
We went down there with bogeys, I guess maybe glass windows or something, butterfish, but
Yeah,
needless to say, it wasn't a good move on us
yeah.
for that particular day.
Well, it's cool because now spots.
Yeah, there you go.
I hear guys do that with manta ray and cobia looking for fish. That's kind of crazy.
Wayne is saying hello from Ponce Inlet.
How's it going, Wayne?
Yep. Oh, good old ponds. We've fished down there a couple of times, haven't we?
It's been a while.
Yep.
But
Kingfish tournament, I think, wasn't it, that we ran down there one year and
Mhm.
fished off a good long ride
yeah,
on the old hot pursuit, wasn't it?
yep.
Our single motor 225 thick.
Yeah, remember that?
Yep. So we updated since then.
Speaking of Evinrude, have you guys heard that Evinrude is no longer making outboards?
I hadn't heard that.
I just heard it yesterday. No E-Tech, no E-Tech V2s. Bombardier has said they're no longer going to be in the outboard business.
I wonder what they're gonna do with the warranties, because we've had like, what, 6 or 7 warranties on them?
Yeah, I've heard that they've sold out to Mercury, so Mercury will be fulfilling parts, stuff like that.
Yeah, I know when the fix, they had all the issues with the fix. They actually sent their money back on the extended warranties,
Yeah,
and they were not covering them. They had so many problems with them.
that's crazy. I mean, we had an E-Tech and it worked good, but I heard a lot of people have problems with them.
Mhm.
And then they came out with E-Tech V2s and they looked interesting, like they've made a lot of changes. But I think, I mean, I didn't see a lot of them. You know, it seems like everyone's going to 4 strokes.
Right, everybody down a few strokes still left on the water. Right?
Yeah, I mean, the only major one for sure. But you know, it was a really neat thing that they had going. They had a lot of torque, they said, a lot of technological advances. You know, they had 5-year, no maintenance, which is crazy.
Right,
No one else has come close to that.
right. But you know, the 3M3 with Suzuki, I think we're on our, what, 5th or 6th year now? So, but if you look at under our cowling, we did a good job of spraying the corrosion block on it though.
Yeah,
And our motors look on. So it just changed.
bought OMC out. But yeah, you know, it's kind of weird. You know, I mean, just them quitting the industry. It's kind of weird. I figured they would have sold out, let someone else take over.
Right.
But Bombardier never really seemed committed.
Stay outboards. No,
Yeah.
They're jet ski people.
And that's what they said. They want to focus on their boat brands or water sports, jet skis. But
Right. Well, they were the last holdout on the 2 strokes, hoping that they could maintain, and everybody's just kind of went to the 4 strokes now. And I
yeah,
guess 2-stroke oil will be pretty cheap here before too long. That or it'll be
Yeah.
hard to find.
mm-hmm. It'd be interesting to see what it plays out.
Mhm.
So Romeo was saying he went to St. Augustine Prize Speed Water Trolling, and they were using Kiagra 80 wides
Mm-hmm.
with a 130-pound hollow core braid.
He did that.
He says there's different places use different methods for wahoo. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny how different areas, even different people up here, over time, I've seen it, you know,
Right.
originally, like, I remember a lot of people talk, you know, 50s and 80s using 60-pound or 80-pound mono. That wasn't long ago, and now I've used that, and I still use some mono. And I've been successful with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we also have some 50 wides and 70s, pin 70s with 130-pound hollow core braid.
Mhm.
That's nice too. Thinner,
Right.
can get down deeper.
But yet, you know, down in the Keys, not very. I've never seen many people high speed a lot.
Right.
But the first time that we ever did it down there, we caught a nice wahoo.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what, within 5 minutes of putting the line out.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like Bahamas, they troll one way. And even up here now, it seems like everyone's in the northeast Florida is going to that heavy mono. And they seem to be trolling faster too. Part of it, I think, is the boats. A lot of people are talking like 18,
18,
20.
20, 22 miles an hour.
We've been very successful.
Well, catching no Bermudians going up fast, will we?
It seems like a lot of people will even do, some places it's like ballyhoo trolling 9 miles an hour, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10.
Well,
That's
you
like
know,
the go-to.
We had that one blister at 5 miles an hour, you know, when we
Yeah.
were trying to gap one of the other fish would slow down and he ripped it off, so,
Yeah.
you know, I know that speed really makes a big difference, but
I mean,
you just cover more area.
it's just different tactics, and I think they all work if you use them
That's
the
right,
right way.
if it catches a fish, do it. And it may catch a fish one day and not the other, so you gotta be able to adjust and change on it, you know, a lot of times we get different types of, trolling.
Yeah, I've in the same day I've gone from bait to high speed and hadn't caught anything on one, switched to the other, caught fish, and vice versa. Like same season and everything. So
Yeah, you just will never know.
okay, I'm gonna catch back up out of that. So Steve was saying with no bait, troll large spoons for the kings.
Yeah, drone spoons, and we used to do it on wire lines way back in the day with about a 20-foot shot leader of what, 80 or 100 pounds of line,
Mm-hmm.
and it worked pretty good that way. Of course, wire line, you're not getting much of a fight, but I wonder if you could use those drones on downriggers. You'd throw a little bit faster if you did, then.
You could. I mean, you can troll faster with downriggers.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bryce was asking, he's out of May for it, and said they're trying to get some wahoo. Is it too late for that? And what do we need to do?
Wahoo's always around. I think what happens in the wintertime, that temperature break stacks them up.
Mhm.
And then in the summertime, because the water warms up, I think they just come in and they're hangover all over the wrecks.
Right.
I've caught them as close as the TW, and I've heard
Mhm.
people catch them at the 9 mile during the Kingfish tournament in June.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think part of it is I want to say, well, you know, they're not quite as stacked as they are in the early. But part of it is, you know, this time of year, people switch gears to dolphin and kingfish and
Right.
marlin.
Stay
So,
ashore.
you know, I sometimes I wonder if people aren't catching as many wahoo because they're just not trying. You could go out there and I would troll for dolphin fast with ballyhoo and put ballyhoo down deep and you can catch wahoo and dolphin.
Yeah, I've seen several on our Jacksonville forum where people's caught wahoo in the summertime going out there, you know. So they're definitely out there.
Yeah.
Mahi will be out there. Kingfish will be out there.
So now, if I were you, if your boat's capable of it? What I would do is I would have some ballyhoo, like on islanders or some other little skirts, rig them up with a little bit of wire, small cable, and go out and troll at the ledge, or troll at some bottom numbers, or even go past the ledge, 300, 400, 500 feet. You know where the dolphin are, and just troll around there. Probably catch dolphin, and you probably catch wahoo too. You probably catch both. You know, I mean, worst case, you catch a lot of dolphin.
Read your water. Look for the birds. Look for anything floating, and like a log, a crate, grass, any of that stuff draws in your fish.
Okay, so with bait being difficult, let's talk about some options they have
Right.
without using live bait if they want to go fishing this weekend for kings and Spanish and cobra
Right.
and stuff like that.
Like rebel lit lures are good. Drone spoons,
Bomber.
bombers, the squid. And I was just recently talking to a local captain, Eddie, and he was telling me that he'll take a rubber squid and hook it on and put a weight ahead of it. So that works real good too.
What you got there? Okay. So first off, yeah, you can pull artificials.
Slow speed, yeah.
Yeah, wireline. I mean, you can't go real slow with artificials, anyways. But you can use a wireline, or you can use a regular tackle. Maybe a little bit heavier if you got it. Next option is you can use your same live bait kingfish rigs with dead cigar moose. You know, you just hook them in the nose, troll a mile or two.
And what's the thing about cigar minnows? They're born rotten and they just get worse. So they don't last very long. If you pull them pretty fast, they'll fall apart. And back in the old days, one of the techniques we did, we get over there and we would drift, let the wind push us, and throw out 4 or 5 flat lines sideways, and we catch a lot of kingfish doing that. Just free lining the cigars.
Okay, when you're trolling for wahoo, would you troll north to south or east to west?
Well,
It's kind of funny. I typically not to compromise, and I'll troll like northeast, southwest. Like I'm trolling at an angle.
right.
And
And then we'll figure eight it or
yeah.
lead put or something when we get a hit. Or when we come across good bait or something, you know, we'll work that area real good.
I like to angle it, you know, because sometimes there is that factor, they're north or south. There's also they're in or out. And part of it's just where my spotting numbers are. If I've got good markings on the ledge or inshore, I'm like, you know what, it's plenty warm enough here. I want to check out those numbers. I'll go south, or I'll go southeast.
Right.
You know, maybe if there's a good spot and it's due east, I'll go due east to get to that spot. But
And when you catch a fish, hang in there,
mhm.
because they seem to be several around.
I mean, it's good to you know, it's good that you find these spots just kind of randomly trolling. I just want to do too much randomly. I want to go, let's go here just to go here.
Right.
I mean, you could start that, you could spend a little bit of time, but I found I've done better trolling.
Okay, we're back live.
Okay, I think we're back, guys.
So I got,
Technical difficulties.
yeah, I think Twitter just Twitter baited us or something on there.
Jose said he noticed some spots only get hit if you go in a certain direction. That's a good point. I mean, that's good to watch for. Like when I get a hit, I'm gonna replicate my trolling. Like, if I was over a number and I get hit, and I was going south, then I will loop around and come and hit that number just like I was going south.
Right, but sometimes we'll come back to it, you know, if you get it head north. But you're right, it's the same way with inshore when you're tidal fishing.
Mm-hmm.
There's some places you'll catch fish on a dropping tide, and some on a rising tide. Same way with that
Right.
regular angle.
But with the trolling, I was gonna say like, hit it south, or hit it however you got the bite. Hit it that way, and then hit it again. I'll probably hit it at least 2 or 3 times, trying it the exact same way as before, and then I'll start hitting it from other angles or slightly different to see if it makes a difference.
Right.
But if you get a hit, you know that worked. Do it again. You know, It's
Right.
probably your best bet.
I would say so, yes.
How's it going, Oceans Deep Fishing? We're doing good, staying safe, ready to go fishing again.
There you go. Spinning ballyhoo on here tonight.
No, I haven't seen him yet. No.
You must be working tonight.
Martin said, "How deep can you catch wahoo?" I know guys catch them. I've heard guys catch them 1,000.
Yeah.
You know,
You get past it.
you know,
get past the ledge.
bait, weed lines, floating debris, they could be there.
I don't think we ever caught one past the breaks in those, have we?
Not here in the Keys.
Oh, that's right.
And keep in mind, we don't fish a lot past the break.
Right.
For wahoo, so.
And then the keys were what, 300, 350 when we caught that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that, you know, the keys, you go out and hit that 300 mark, it's a little ways, and then you drop it down to 600, and then you go ways, and so it's kind of long stretches of the same depth.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, catching fish this weekend, you know, you can pull artificials, you can pull cigar minnows, make a little skirt in front of them. I think someone talked about that. You pull ballyhoo, rig them like you would for wahoo or dolphin almost, and pull them a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that to catch fish.
Right, in the old days, ballyhoo was it. We didn't use live bait back in the, you know, it was either dead cigar minnows or ballyhoo. And most of your charter people pulled ballyhoo.
Mm-hmm. See, Romeo said, "Do we ever kite fish?" I have done some kite fishing. I really liked it. It's
Well, we hooked a dolphin one time.
yeah, the porpoise.
Porpoise. We had a porpoise in mind, but not that was the porpoise we had in mind.
And you know, I've had some cool things. Like I've seen some cool things when we do get kite fish. I don't get to do a lot because you gotta have someone dedicated to the kite, working the kite, and a lot of times it's me and my dad. So it's like I gotta be doing other stuff.
There you go. Hey, did you ever tell them about our the rods that we like to use for bottom fishing? You want to show them this one?
You show me.
I'll knock something out. This
Watch
is
the
the
fan.
This is the Tiger Light Rod. Yep, I'll hit the pan. Tiger Light Rod with a fathom. Is it 25? 30. On the spoon, that size.
That's the 25 in for the
Yeah.
Pro.
And then it's got the lever drag, which we like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's easy to drop down. You ain't gotta worry about hitting the star and getting your drag all off. But it's so light, you can fish in this and you're out there in sometimes 180, 190 feet of water.
Mm-hmm.
So to where you out, it's got a high speed retrieve on it. You can hit that. This particular model does. It's a real light tiger rod.
Mm-hmm.
This one's got 60 pound braid on it.
65, I think.
And then mine, I like to run a little bit heavier because I catch the bigger fish. So,
Something about that.
you know, yes, whatever works for you. But real good, especially new people on the boat. It's got a good crank so you can get some good leverage on it.
Mm-hmm.
But super light. Good rod to try.
See, Brandon asked, he's heard sometimes easier to catch bait at night. During the day, they tend to be more skittish and in deeper water.
We never tried it at night, have we? At least
I've
not
heard
at
like
night.
goggle eyes
Right,
do
right.
well. And we have caught bait like, you know, the Keys.
Yeah,
Sometimes over the Rex chum bag.
right. What was the ones we catch down there? That are,
Little greenies.
greenies, and they call them the pilchards.
Yeah, pilchardage.
Yeah, pilchards. Now the pilchards we've done better right at dark and after dark on 'em. So, the hoagies here, I've never tried it, but I know during the kingfish tournament in the old days they'd let them run out and they'd go catch their bait and then come back. But now I don't think they'll let them leave until check off.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Trying
He
to
also
talk about-
said, as the sun sets, they let their guard down, making it easier to catch them.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll have to try that. You know, they think they're being slick.
They're loopy. They've been up too long.
That's right. Drink too much salt water.
So let's see. Coral's caught more wahoo on the 400-foot hole near bottom using a downrigger.
Was that Alf Jacksonville or where?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was just curious. Like I said, in the Keys, I think they're a little bit deeper. They catch them. I've caught wahoo in the Keys just outside the break in 130, 150 feet of water on spinning rods when we were catching mahi.
Mm-hmm.
That's from the Boynton Beach area.
Okay.
Martin said he's in Canaveral, and to reach 100 feet, he has to go about 20 miles. Which is about what we got to do. Too.
Yeah. But I think it drops a lot quicker once you get at 20 miles. Seems like out there maybe.
Mhm.
But
Thanks, 10 pounder, sorry. Took me a while to get it. Appreciate you watching the channel. I haven't run out of ponds to the stream, but the good news is the further south you go, the closer it is. So Jacksonville is 60, St. Augustine's 50. Ponce, I'm not sure exactly. I would guess maybe 40, roughly,
probably.
give or take.
I was going to say Daytona. I want to say it was 38 40, so that's
Okay.
Ponce. Yeah. I know. I think Brunswick. It's like what
Mhm.
70 miles out there. It's a pretty good ride. Brunswick
Yeah.
Or
It's
Either
either,
or.
yes, around Jacksonville, South Georgia is like the farthest, and then
right.
it gets closer again. Romeo said, well, these are the 100 to 200 pound rods.
Mhm.
He's got a couple of those too.
Right. And they're cheap, fairly inexpensive rods, about $80.
Yeah.
And
not-
they
not
last.
that
I think
bad.
they got a 5-year warranty, and we usually end up replacing them within that 5 years.
Mhm.
If we catch big fish.
As they said, they catch their baits and they got blue lights, which is what we got too. So
So the blue light, what we found out in the Keys is if you have the blue lights on, they'll come. But if you're out there and you flick the blue lights on, for some reason
Mhm.
they take off. You know, it takes them a while to get used to it, maybe.
yeah, I mean, I think you should keep it on. Just any sudden change
Right.
can spook them.
I guess they think the police is coming or something.
Splash, loud noise, stuff like that.
Probably criminal bait.
Coral says he's right on the curve, so he's like a mile from the Gulf Stream.
That must be nice, yeah. We cannot imagine. When we look at bloodlines,
Mhm.
With-
Oh, in Hawaii.
yeah, Hawaii, and we look back and they're catching ahi tuna, and it looks like they're maybe a mile out or something.
Yeah.
That must be nice.
It's like what we do for kingfishing, but they're
Right.
catching big 100-pound tuna, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
wahoo and marlin and all kind of stuff out there.
Yeah. Pretty cool. One day we'll have to get out there.
Yeah, you're gonna give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
Which we do have a trip coming up to Alabama, right? Because they got over
Yeah.
Dolphin Island.
Not
Red
Hawaii,
Snappers.
but still be fun.
It's that way, the same direction,
Mm-hmm.
just not weather for.
Right. Roughly the same direction.
West.
Depending on where you're located.
Right. Remember, you can get anywhere in the world if you, it just takes longer going one way than the other.
Mm-hmm.
It's a circle.
A lot of wisdom in that.
So,
It's a lot of wisdom in that.
I thought so.
Coralhead says no lights at all for goggle eyes.
Okay.
All right. Hey, now,
Big
where do you
eyes.
get your coral head? Where do you get your goggle eyes? Are you like offshore a little while, or are you kind of close in? We've been wanting to try that when we go down there. We were kind of curious as to where they catch them.
Let's see. In the meantime, Romeo said, "Would you troll for wahoo behind the commercial fishing boat?"
I don't see them out there.
Yeah, we don't really have many commercial fishing boats 60 miles out.
Yeah, yeah. We got a lot of recreational boats, don't we?
I mean, like inshore with shrimp boats, because there'll be shrimp boats. Sometimes that's the thing going behind them when they dump the bycatch. They chum up the fish. You get king, sharks,
Yeah, a lot of sharks.
cobia.
Cobia,
Mhm.
bonita, stuff like that.
As he said, try the lights and then try no lights with chum. Chum always.
What's that for, the goggle eyes?
I think it's live bait.
Okay. Yeah, and Jose, you're down there. Where do they catch the pilchards? Like a couple of times we've seen the birds diving on them and we've
Mhm.
caught them, but not very often. And that was out of Baca. We seen them down around the Baca Inlet, but I haven't seen them very much for the birds diving on them. A couple of times,
Yeah.
about 20 foot of water. Something they were diving on something, but I don't know what it was.
Maybe they migrate north for the summer.
Could be. What's those big schools of bait we see when we're out there, Yellowtail? big-
Value? Come on.
No, but I mean, it's not like a big, you see a water rippling one coming in, maybe it's filtered too. I
I don't know, it could be glass minnows or something.
don't know.
Something like that.
There you go.
Okay, so Coral said, just past the reef, 150 to 200 feet, no moon, no lights, 2 to 6 a.m.
On the goggle eyes? Is that what he's guessing? From the,
Yeah, talking about the goggle
Mhm.
eyes.
like, so how deep are you fishing? Are they like, do they come up to the top? Do you chum? You know, how do you do it? It'd be kind of interesting. I know because of their eyes, they say that's why they don't come out in daytime.
Mm-hmm.
Big eyes on them or something. But yeah, just kind of give us a little tip. We've been trying to figure it out. Also, in pinfish, for whatever reason, I bought like 5 different pinfish traps, and we cannot catch pinfish. All my friends say, man, we loaded. You throw it out there in 30 minutes, you'll have like 1 million. Man, we set that sucker out there and for 30 minutes, for 3 hours, for 3 days, and we still won't get it to me.
Yeah, maybe their definition of loaded isn't
Yeah, yes.
our. I
Dynamite.
caught 5. We loaded up.
We'll dynamite them and make them floats. Go hand pick them.
Coralhead said yes for goggle eyes and find school with sonar.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I guess if I like hoagies and stuff, it'd be a big old cigar nose, yeah.
I saw where Captain Dan, in the south, Florida fishing couple, he got some goggle eyes recently.
Oh, yeah.
Got a big Uber with him.
Yeah, and another thing that we got up here, and I don't know if you guys got them in there, is big schools of spade fish over these wrecks. And you usually can't catch them on hook and line, but take your spear gun and snorkel and mask,
Mm-hmm.
and you can go up there and pop them little spade, and I mean, they're big fish. And the thing too, also, is if you got a tower boat or something, and you run offshore and you see spade fish, there's structure down there. Always stop and check, and you know, read your water. You see spade fish or amberjack that are suspended. There's some kind of structure there.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyways, guys, appreciate everyone tuning in. Guess we'll wrap it up. We got a video coming out for you tomorrow. Got some cool stuff in the works.
Which one is it?
It's a surprise.
Oh.
But there is a video coming out tomorrow.
Okay, you let me in on it, so it must be a good one.
So thanks everyone for tuning in. If you got any other questions, feel free to comment below. And
Like, subscribe, tell your friends,
appreciate all y'all.
tell your enemies. Make them have to sit through that.
Appreciate all y'all tuning in. And we'll see you guys next time.
Next time.